drug out all my FOs and my whips and stuff, and we'll go through those things. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was Stitch Mania. For Stitch Mania for May, I was going to do 20 new ornament starts for the month of May, and I got about 5 done and I just fell off the Stitch Mania bus. I will tell you that for some strange reason, if I make any plans or commitments to do anything, I feel the need to defy myself and not do that. That's how I feel. I don't know why, but as soon as I make those plans, they are not gonna happen. So I have to stop announcing what my plans will be because I just can't follow through with them. I feel like a rebellious teenager that I have to rebel against my own plans. So I don't know why that is, but I do. But I wanted to share at least the 5 items that I started for Stitch Mania. So and my plan was Monday through Friday, I was going to do 1 start a day, Monday through Friday for the 4 weeks. And then on the weekends, I was going to work on a Saturday and Sunday, I was going to work on an older whip. And I had all that planned out, and like I said, it just went right in the toilet, literally in the toilet. Within 5 days, 7 days, it was in the toilet. So let's talk about the 5 things that I did start on Stitch Mania. So the first one was, and I have to show you pictures on my phone because I can't find the other pictures and I don't know how well this is going to show, but we'll see. The first one was Snowman Mitten. It was from the Cricket collection, and this is the, oh yeah, this is not going to be good. This is not going to be, nope, good. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. You probably can't. Here, let's do this. I'll post a picture right here of the booklet. I do have it, cannot find it right now because I'm so disorganized in my room, and I'll talk about that later. I'll post a picture here. And so I did finish it. I didn't finish it the first day, but I did finish it before the end of May, and here it is. And his little eyes are beads. And I chose not to put the mouth in. The eyes and the mouth were supposed to be done in French knots. And because this design is so small, it's only like 2.5, 2 3/4 inches. I just couldn't get it to do what I wanted it to do. So I chose not to put a mouth at all. I just put his eyes in beads and stitched him up. And love him. I'm gonna make him into a little mitten. And I brought along another FFO of another mitten that I did, and how they're going to look because I fully finished this one, and this is what it looks like. It's an actual mitten. This is the cat one. I can't remember what this is called, cat mitten maybe, and it is an actual mitten. I can put my finger down in it. It's a little mitten. So this is done very much the same way as the Christmas stockings, except for that it's really micro-sized. And the few things that I did learn about it was that, number one, I have to be more careful on how I sew the hanger because unfortunately on this one I got it caught in the seam. So I'm not going to fix it. It's caught in there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is caught in there. It makes it a little wonky, but I'm not going to fix that. And then the second thing that I learned is whatever this background fabric is, or the color that I stitch around the item, I need to make the fabric very similar in color. Because as I stitch it, as you can see, some of the white is showing. And I don't like that. I want it to look like you can't see it. So I definitely will be doing the snowman, and see I stitched the snowman one in white too. So that's a problem because I'm going to have that same issue when I go to sew this because I don't want to sew in too far that I lose all this little detail here. So I will try to match up the next ones I do. I'm going to try to match up the fabric to the color that I'm stitching so that I don't have that problem. But they're so freaking cute. My little finger goes in it because it's open inside. And I love it. It's going to hang on my tree. I'm going to make a bunch of these. They're going to hang, whoops, it's windy here right now. So if the camera's rocking, I apologize. It is I'm filming right now on my iPad, and my iPad's on an arm, and if I lean on this table I'm probably rocking you, so I got to get off the table. But I wanted to show both of those to you, and that was my first start in Stitch Mania, and a finish as well. My second one was, and I gotta look now because I'm looking on my Instagram account because I can't remember. Okay, the second one was my Snow Cardinals, which is this one. I happen to have this one with me. And this is a Just Nan design. It was one of those limited edition kits, I think from 2009. Yeah, from 2009. And I'm just doing this as an ornament. I'm not doing it on a box. And it is, I'm looking for it here. Here he is. And this is the design. So I got three, I'm going to put it on the back of here. I got three of the little cardinals started. And I haven't backstitched them at all or anything. And I'm sorry again about the rocking on here, but it's getting a little windy, so the camera's going to rock. So there's those. So that was my second start. Get away, fly. My second start. My third start was, got to go back to my camera again, was poinsettias. Poinsettias. That was I think I have a thing for that too. Hold on. Where is it? There it is. This one is a Brita Cup Designs. And again, I'll post a picture here what it's supposed to look like and where. And anything that I'm posting a picture of, these are designs that came out of Just Cross Stitch Magazine's Christmas issues. So that's where I got these at. So this is, and I was able to get this finished. Hold on, let me get something to back it. And I finished this one as well. And as you can see, the center is beads. And I used the called for colors on this, which I believe this is Cinders from Gentle Arts, and I want to say that is Green Shutter. And love that. These are all ornaments I'm going to have to get finished. The next one that I finished, or I started, was a star. And again, I'm going to have to post a picture here. And this one I didn't finish yet, but it has a lot of Kryneck or petite. I'm probably using petite treasure braid on this, but this is where I'm at with it. And as you can see, this is all petite treasure braid gold, and I've just got the border going. I think I've only worked on this twice, so that's as far as I've gotten on it. So I'll try to pull this one out again in another couple weeks, maybe during July when I'm doing Christmas stitching in July. And then the last one that I did is Nothing is Impossible, and I don't remember who it's by, but I'll post it here. Again, it's out of Just Cross Stitch Magazine, one of the previous issues. And this one I also finished, and there it is. And I used the called for colors on it. So that is about as far as I got on my Stitch Mania with my new starts. I didn't get anything else started. Oh, I take it back. I did start something else, but it wasn't part of my Mania plans, because when I blew the Mania plans out the window, I was just doing whatever I wanted. Once that happened, I was like, okay, I just need to do what I feel like stitching and forget the plans, because I don't feel like doing the plans now because I blew them out the window. So what else have I been working on? And this is kind of going to be just show you as I go, because I have so much sitting in front of me that it's going to be impossible for me to have any organization involved in it. So I will start with, let me see, I'm looking for something in particular. This is what I'm looking for. So this is more of my Patriotic stitching, and since this involves a 3-part series, I'm going to show it first. And many of you have seen these. These have been out for quite a while. And so I'll start with the first one that I finished, which was Little House Needleworks Land of the Free. And these were little chart packs. They came with the floss, and you bought the floss, you got the chart for free kind of thing. And I did not use the colors that came with it because, again, I have to pop up my, or, you know, I have to make my red, white, and blues pop. So I changed out the colors on it. And I also, this is an FFO. So this is how it is finished. And there it is. So the colors, if you're interested in the colors, I'll post them below. And I'm sorry if my eyes keep wandering because I keep looking at myself, which makes me look like I'm looking away from the camera. And then when I look towards the camera, I don't know, I keep bobbling back and forth. So if I'm trying to see what I'm showing, it's hard to look at the camera. So I apologize if I'm not looking straight at you. I'm not used to just filming on the iPad. But this is Land of the Free. And it is backed with some blue check fabric, and this here was clearance trim that was from Michael's stores. I got it really cheap, and it looks like little rosettes all the way around, and there are all three of them will be done in this manner because I have a special way I want to frame them. So I'm not going to share that today, but that's number one. The second one that I did was Long May She Wave. Again, changed up the colors to match what I wanted. And this is it right here. And this is my finish. It's nice and bright, red, white, and blues. I haven't FFO'd this one yet. And then my last one is, and it's a current whip now, which is Home of the Brave. And again, changing out the colors on that. And that one is right here. This is where I'm at with it. I'm working on the house right now. So there it is. So really thrilled to get these done because I have such a special finish in store for them, and I'm not going to share it this time. I'll share it hopefully by the next time I video, that I'll be able to share it. My glasses keep sliding because I'm sweating out here. It's hot today, and I need a drink. I need a drink. But I thought y'all would enjoy the outdoors instead of seeing my walls. So I have a special finish for these. Let's get back to what I was talking about. So I'm excited to be able to share that with you, but I'm gonna wait. Will it get done before the 4th of July? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. And if nothing else, then I will post it to my Instagram and maybe on Facebook, on one of the groups, we'll see. Really excited to get that done. So that's one. I did start another one of my manias, but I didn't do it at any particular time, so I'm not counting this as part of my manias. But this one here, Lizzie Kate, Land That I Love, it was gifted to me from a stitcher in one of the groups that I belong to. And this is where I'm at with it so far. I'm stitching this, and I didn't even talk about what I stitched all these on, so I'm horrible at this lately. All of these are done on 36 count Arctic. That's what all these are stitched on. They're like a bluish gray. So those are all stitched on Arctic. All the other little ornaments that I stitched, they were all little scraps, so I couldn't really tell you what they're stitched on because I just have little scraps and I pull them out and I stitch on them. This one here is stitched on a raw linen. I think it's a 32 raw or a 30. But so far I've just gotten the house in, and as you can see, I decided on the design, if you look at the house, the windows and the doors are not really outlined or anything, but I decided to outline mine to make it look like real windows. So that's where I'm at with that one. So I worked on that a little bit. I did have a new start. I was watching Brenda, the Handwork Maniac, and I'm looking for the right book, the thing for it, here it is. She was starting for one of her manias, the Cricket Collection Spring, and I'm like, oh, I have that kitted up, I want to do it. So the day that she started hers, I started mine, because I just had to. and I have to say that I'm not overly happy with it. I love the design, don't get me wrong. I chose a piece of fabric that is called Whisper Blue. It is a 32 count linen, and I think it's too light. I think it's too light. So this was my start. That's the letter I. And you can see I had to backstitch the birdhouse, the white parts, because it really blended in. You couldn't see it at all. So I have a feeling I'm going to restart this because I'm really not happy with this. And it needs to be a darker blue. If I'm going to do blue, or I need to do it on a dark yellow. So if the original pattern is done on a yellow, which looks really fabulous, love it. So I am debating what I'm going to do. Am I going to take this all out and re-dye this fabric darker? Or am I going to try to pick a different fabric? Because I feel like the fabric is much too light, because this pattern happens to have a lot of light colors, light greens, it has whites, light greens, pinks, and I think they're not going to show up the way I want them to show up. So this is on hold until I decide what I'm going to do. But I really just wanted to start it when Brenda started hers, so I did. I'm going to get it back in here. So that's that one. I'm just going to kind of toss these on the ground when I'm done. Let's see, what's next? This one's done. This one's done. I started One Nation, which is Bygone Stitches. And again, not happy with it. I don't know why I'm not happy with it. This is the pattern. You've seen many people working on this. Janet Jabber is the one who got me going on mine. I kept watching her working on hers, and I'm like, I really need to do this. This is 2020, year of elections. I need to get this done. I really love this piece. I would love to stick this on my Patriotic wall. And so I said, I'm going to do it. So I got a piece of, what kind of fabric was this? I probably didn't keep a note. Bramble. It was Bramble. Picture this plus Bramble. And when I got it, it's a beautiful piece, but I didn't feel like it was dark enough. So I overdyed it with a little bit more gray so that I would get the color that I wanted. And then I decided I was going to use Sulky Petite threads, because if you haven't looked at the pattern at all, it calls for Classic Color Works, which are in 5-yard skeins, and you need about 24 of them in order to do the design. And I really didn't want to put out 24 times 3 to get, which is close to $73, just to get the floss to do this. And I knew I could do it in Sulky Petites, and it would be a lot cheaper. So I did. I started it in Sulky Petites, and I'm about to show it to you. And I just don't know. There's just something about it that I'm not happy with. But this is where I'm at right now. So there it is. I'm going to pull back far enough for you guys to see. And that's where I'm at. So I've got the red states all the way across done. And then I'm working on, you can see it's going to be Georgia there with the white. And there is my stars, which are really beautiful. And here it just looks gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. But when I look at it in light, when I have a light on it and I look at it, here it's gorgeous. But it just doesn't look like it shows up. So I may change my mind. I might keep it. I don't know. So I put it in timeout for the time being because I'm just not sure. But it is such a gorgeous piece. And I do love it. So tell me what you think. Continue. Do a change. I saw someone on Instagram, I think they're working it with Jamie's Kilt, which is a hand dyed by Stephanie, it looks absolutely gorgeous on it. It's a darker fabric with some grays and blues, and it looks really fabulous. So I don't know. I've got it on hold because I just don't know if I'm happy with it, and I don't want to keep working on it if I'm not gonna love it. So I'm gonna hold off on that and make a decision what I'm going to do with it. But I really want to get this piece done because I really do love it. The next thing that I worked on was my my husband's stocking, which is the Gold Collections Christmas sled stocking. Go this way. So there it is there. And the last time I worked on it, I had gotten all of this up here done, but I hadn't started on the sled at all. So now I've got, that's where I'm at. I hope you guys can see that. I'm sure you can see it. I've got all the sled done down here. Something is biting me on my leg, probably an ant. Sorry. And then I've got this coming across here, so I've got the sled going. So I was really glad to get that done. These are difficult to work on. They really are, because they have a multitude of threads that it uses. Sometimes it's 2, 3, up to 6 strands you put on your needle to get the effect that they want to do. And it's difficult. It's tiring to stitch on it. But I really want to get this done for my husband. I would love to have this done by Christmas, but I honestly can't see that happening. Not this Christmas anyway. So that's where I'm at with that. My next one, let's see. So I got that. I haven't shown that yet. This one. This is Evergreen by Prairie Schooler. I've talked about this before. I've changed the design around and was going to make it into a pillow. And if I can find the picture of the pillow that I'm trying to replicate, that is from a stitcher that is on the Prairie Schooler the Facebook group. I hope she doesn't mind me posting this. I'm going to put the picture here. And it's just gorgeous. I love it. I did choose different motifs than she did. I am doing, and I'm trying to figure out what wording I want to put on the bottom. I know she did Merry Christmas. I would like to put Happy Holidays or winter something. But this is where I'm at with it. I've got all the things done off of it, and now I just need to finish the frame, the white frame, all the way around, and put the words on the bottom, and it'll be done. I'll put that, make that into a pillow. But I absolutely love it. It's just beautiful. I love it on this fabric. It was a 28 count, I believe, Monaco that I dyed myself, and I just love how it pops on this. It's just dark enough where all the colors pop on it, and it's just gorgeous. And I love all those little different animals that I chose. So definitely want to continue to work on this. I will have this done before Christmas. I will definitely have this one done before Christmas. So I look forward to showing that fully finished come this winter. Let's see what else I have. I started this a few weeks ago. I've only got a few stitches in it, but it was a freebie pattern from Plum Street Samplers. I'm going to show it quickly. It is a freebie if you go onto her site. I don't know if it's still there or not. It's called A Trifle from a Friend, so it's there. And I'm doing this with a Gentle Art Raspberry Parfait. And this is where I'm at with it. I only got a little part of the wing, so I need to get busy on this. So that's as far as I got with it, but I started it. I don't know, I may gift it to someone, we'll see. That's probably my plan when I started it, was to make it and gift it to a stitchy friend. So I gotta finish working on that and figure out who I'm gonna send it to. What else do I have? I have, that's something that I gotta show there. Lady of the Flag. So I've spent a little time on Lady of the Flag. She is looking awesome. The picture is right here. I'm sure everybody knows what Lady of the Flag looks like. I'm stitching mine on a 32 count We the People fabric that is from Fabric Flair, which is Stitchery Express. And this is where I'm at with it. I've gotten so much farther on the flag. As you can see, all this, let's see if I can grab this so I can show you. Probably not. All this flag from the yellow up is what I've worked on. So you can see I've got quite a bit more done on the flag. I had to put her on timeout because I kept making, sorry, that's the air conditioner that just kicked in. Hopefully it's not on that long. But I'm sitting out on the patio, and of course the air conditioner is close to the patio. So anyway, I'll speak up a little more. You can see I've got almost to the top of the flag done. I just kept making stitching mistakes and having to pull them back out, so I chose to stop her for a little bit. That doesn't mean she has gone away for any length of time. I'm going to continue to work on her. This one I probably pull out once a month to work on. This is the pattern that Barb and Leanne from Lost and Floss had given me after she had finished hers, which is the Wintertime New York Dreamer. So of course every time I pull this out I think of Barb and Leanne, and still saddened by all that. I really can't talk about it more than that. I can't. But this is where I'm at with it. So I work on it, like I said, about once a month. I think it kind of keeps her memory alive for me to pull it out once a month and work on it while I'm thinking about her and Barb and their families and stuff. This is done on a piece of 28 count Oaken Lugana. And it was kind of odd when I got it because it is the dyeing process on it. You can see it's got a, I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It has a big piece of, you can't tell that way, a blank spot where it didn't get the modeling, but I kind of like it. I think it gives it a little character. And I am using some different colors. The white is not the called for color. I'm actually using, I think it's 38. No, I'm using white. So I'm using white. It didn't call for white, but that's what I'm using. So, like I said, I pulled that out this month. I'll pull it out again next month and work on it and see if I can't get it done before winter this year. And let's see, what else? Okay, so whoops, I just lost my, hold on. I lost my vote button. Hold on a minute, I gotta get it off the ground because it's gonna get, well, I'm gonna leave it there. I'll leave it there, I'll get it. I'm gonna show a few more things that I have worked on. I've got them on a board, so it's gonna make it a little easier to show them. The first one is Santa of the Forest, which I absolutely adore. And as you can see, I do quite a bit of Christmas and winter stitching because it is my favorite time of the year. And so, Santa of the Forest by Lavender and Lace. I absolutely love this Santa. My friend Kim Timmons in Florida. Hi, Kim. She's working on her Santa as well, and every time I see her work on hers, I get motivated to pull mine back out again if I'm not already working on it. So, and this is where I'm at. I am working on the wolf that's down here. So that's where I've been working. I'm kind of working my way across. I got all of this done, since you haven't seen it, all this green and then all this gray. So just a beautiful, beautiful piece. I cannot wait to get this done. I don't know if I'll finish this before the winter, before Christmas this year. Probably not, but I do love it, love it, love it. The next one that I worked on is a Renato Parolin. It was from this book that I got off of Amazon called Best of Renato Parolin. And it is this design right here, which is the, let's see if I can flip it, it's the squirrel design. And I'm doing mine on a piece of, is it a linen? It is a linen that I hand dyed myself, and the floss is a DMC, and there it is. And since the last time I stitched on this, I had the squirrel done, but I got this in and I got all these leaves and stuff on this side, so one side of this design is done and I have one more side to go. And I really want to get this one done before autumn comes. And I want to get this hanging up in my dining room. And then the last thing that I have to show, put this away, is my Christmas garden, which is Blackbird Designs. And this, whoops, this design is, let me show you that. It's out of this book here, I'm sorry. Home for the Holidays, Blackbird Designs. I think that book is still available. And this is the pattern, Christmas garden. I have changed mine up. Mine will not say Christmas garden, it'll say winter garden. And all the colors that I'm using are much brighter, they pop more, and they are, I believe all of them are from Victoria Moto Sampler Shop. Those are the threads that I'm using. And this is where I'm at with it. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to rock the camera. Get you guys straightened out again. There we go. There it is. That's where I'm at. I'm almost, I gotta finish this whole side and I'll be 1/3 completed. So absolutely love it. Love the coloring. And probably will get this picked up again in July when I'm doing my Christmas in July stitching. But just absolutely gorgeous. So that's everything that I have worked on since the last time I saw you guys. It's a lot of stuff, but it's been a long time since I videoed, so, oh, I knocked my camera again. Sorry, don't make anyone sick. It's been a long time since and I show here, I've got these out, let's show. Christmas garden, these are the colors I'm using. It is, I guess I'm using more than that. I got gassed, tarnished gold. I've got Victorian Motto, and I'm not sure, something Wheatfield, because I put a big hole in it. I got Victorian Motto, 'Tis the Season, Tortoise Shell, which is the green. And then Victorian Motto, 'Tis the Season, Poison Apple for the red. So those are the colors I was using for that, since I already had it sitting out here. Show that to you. And I'm gonna put you guys on hold again and grab and show my purchases, what I've been gotten in the last month or so. Not a lot of stuff, but I did get some stuff. And so I want to share that with you, and then I'll do a life update. I still have a drawing to do. We did I was giving away a pattern, which I'll show when I bring my stuff out. I think it's in with my stuff, which pattern I said I was giving away, which was a Blackbird Designs pattern. We'll do the drawing for the name of that person who's getting the giveaway, and we'll do a life update, and that will be about it. So I'm going to put you guys on hold again for just a second while I make a change of what I've got out here with me. Okay, so I'm back again, and let's talk about what I have acquired in the last 6 weeks or so. So the first thing is a piece of fabric, and I know I've bought more fabric than this, but this is what I had in my little bag, so this is what I'm going to show. This is a piece of 40 count even weave. I am excited to see even weave in 40 count. So when I saw this, I just had to get it, and it is a beautiful, I don't know how well it's going to show. This is from Be Stitch Me. Now this is Brandy, is that her name? I don't know her name. I'm not going to say it because I can't remember. But she has a group on Facebook that's called Be Stitch Me, where she sells fabric, and this is called Coffee Club. It is just beautiful. Beautiful modeled piece of fabric that is a brown, and it is a 40 count even weave. So I can't wait to stitch on this. And it's an even weave, how it's going to work up, or if I'm even going to be able to see it. But I'm excited about working on this piece of fabric, so I got that. And then I was given a gift. I was contacted by, and I'm just going to say her first name because I didn't get permission to mention it. I was contacted by Tara, and she said she had a pattern that she knew I was looking for, and if I wanted it, I said, of course I do. because these patterns that I'm hunting down sometimes aren't easy to get. A lot of times I stalk different sites trying to get them, but I have been collecting, and I've said this before, Hillside Samplings has certain patterns that are just really cool, and so she sent me, A is for acorn, and this is it here, and I love that. Anything that has fall acorns, fall leaves, I just fall in love with. So there it is there. Thank you so much, Tara. I can't wait to start this. I have several of these Hillside Samplings that I want to start because they include specialty stitches in them, and that's exciting to me to try to do new kind of specialty stitches. So I'm going to be on the hunt for that button though. I've got to find that button that goes with it. So I got that. Thank you so much, Tara. So that, and then I bought another one on a site, and this one came with the button that came with it, so, and it was such an awesome price I couldn't pass it up. This one is called A Stitch in Pine, and it is pine trees, so it is Hillside Samplings, and you can see the button right there. It goes right in the center right there, so love that, and looking forward to getting that one done. I picked this one up only because I've seen it done so many times, and it didn't appeal to me in the beginning, but after seeing with so many conversions and stuff, I said I really need to get this for my Patriotic wall. It is Country Cottage Needleworks Red, White, and Bloom. So I want to do that. Sorry if it's got a glare, I'm sorry. So I picked that one up. This one I'm going to take out of the plastic because I can see that this is going to glare up really bad. I picked this one up, Carriage House Samplings Americana. Love that. I have gotten, I'm sure you guys went back and saw I did a Patriotic chart stash review, and I have so much Patriotic stuff, and I really don't stitch enough. I really need to get more Patriotic stuff started because I want my whole living room covered in Patriotic. And I started a wall, and I may share it next time. I think I'll wait till next time till I have a few more things on it, and I'll show you my Patriotic wall and what I have on it as far as stitching and other decor. So I will show that next time. And then I found these 4 patterns, and I'm almost sure it was on eBay, and I was so thrilled. I love Prairie Schooler, and as much as I would love to do the monthly Prairie Schoolers, the January, February, March, April, May, I love them all, there's no way I'm going to get them all done. I just don't have that kind of commitment in me to get them all completed so I can swap them out every month. But I can get the seasonal ones done. So I said, I can do the seasonal ones. Let me see what the seasonal ones look like and see if I can get them and find copies of them so I can do them. And no sooner did I get that thought process in my head, and less than a week later, all 4 of them popped up on eBay together in the cardstock. I almost shrieked. I was so excited to see them. And a fabulous, fabulous price. And I bought all 4 of them right then and there. And I'm thrilled to have them, and I'm definitely going to do this because I really do enjoy doing the seasonals more than the monthlies, because the seasonal can stay up for a whole season. I don't have to worry about flipping it out every month. I can just leave a seasonal decor up and then change it. So this is Prairie Schooler Spring Has Come. And who doesn't love the bird? Look at the little bird. I love it. It's got bunnies, it's got sheep, and I just think it's adorable. So love it. So that was spring. Summer Breeze is the next one. Again, sorry, allergies, I apologize, excuse me. Summer Breeze, absolutely, I'm gonna go in so you guys can see the actual designs. It is just so adorable. I think I'd want to do this barn in a different color, but look at the beautiful swan and the lazy Susans and the bluebird. Oh, just gorgeous, gorgeous, love it. This one is Autumn Leaves. So what the whole book looks like. I'm gonna move in, and I love all these little, look at, they did these little ornaments. They're just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. And of course, if you guys want to read what they say, you can certainly freeze the Sorry, bee just came and whacked me one, and I'm allergic, so I jumped. You can certainly freeze the screen so that you can see what they say. And then the last one is Winter Wind. And again, just there it is. Just fabulous. Look at the designs. They're just fabulous. And I think they're all the same. I'm going to look and make sure, but I'm almost positive each design is the same. Let's see, the sampler size, 153 by 70. Sampler size, 153 by 70. They're all the same. So one frame, people, one frame. 151 by 70, not a big deal. 151 by 70. You could buy one frame that coordinates with them all and just flip them out for the season. So you don't have to buy multiple frames, or you could flat fold them. You could do whatever you wanted to do. I will probably do a frame and just flip it out every month. So absolutely love that. What else do I have? I have Hobby Lobby purchases too, and I keep going out of screen, I'm sorry. And I will show those too in a few minutes, but I want to show a couple of other things. So I received a card in the mail just out of the blue, which was really sweet. And I'm not going to say her full name, but Lindsay. And she's part of one of the Facebook groups that I'm in. And she made this adorable card just to brighten my day. And I love it. And she just said, just a quick note to say hello and spread some cheer during this unusual time. I hope you're doing well and get a lot of stitching done. And I just thought that was the sweetest thing. So Lindsay, thank you so much for the card. I absolutely loved it. It was a wonderful pick-me-up that day that I received it. So I greatly appreciate that. Let me show you what I got at Hobby Lobby, because you know Hobby Lobby was closed for like forever. And when they opened up within that week, and I want to say it might have been opening day. I was there opening day, as a matter of fact. I went opening day, and I knew that they were going to have a ton of clearance because they had been closed for a couple months, and they have to clearance things down. And it would be the perfect opportunity to go and pick up some stuff. And boy, did I pick up some stuff. And I got some awesome deals, 75 to 90% off, and I was thrilled to pieces. And I'm not going to show it all because some of it's big framing that I bought. $30 and $40 framings for a couple dollars. It was just awesome. But I do want to show some of the things that I got at Hobby Lobby that I'm excited about. So the first thing is this right here. And this opens, it's like a lantern, and it's glass, and it's unfinished wood, and you can see I paid $3.24 for this. And what I really loved about this is that the glass panels are removable. So when I go to paint or stain this, I don't have to worry about taping off the glass. But this is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to use this in stitching somehow. I don't know what I'm going to put inside of it yet, but I absolutely love this. And for $3.24, it was a bargain. I also got, hold on, I got to grab the rest of my bag here so I can show you what I got. I got this, which is a show box that you can use for medals. That's exactly what I'm going to use it for. I'm going to put my husband's picture on our Patriotic wall. He is a veteran of the Army. He fought in Iraq and Iraq during Desert Storm, and he does have a medal that I'm going to put in there. Again, I paid $3.24 for that. It's a shadow box. So I'm going to put that up on my wall. I got these, which I thought were so cool. In fact, I bought two. I'm probably going to use one as a giveaway somewhere. But these are so cool. They look like just keychains. You know, they got the little clip and the little dangly tassel. But hidden inside is charger for your cell phones or your iPads or whatever. And it's a multi-use because that's the one for iPhones or iPads. And then it pulls off and it's Android. So absolutely love that. These are just so cool. So I got two of them. I got one in this gold and silver, gold and glittery, and then one in black. And they were $2.99 a piece. I also got this, which I thought was really cool. It was $1.99, and it's just a little, again, keychain, little floppy thing, and it's just a pouch where you could put credit cards or IDs. I thought I was going to use this. I probably still am. I forgot I got it. And use it at work and put my credit card and my discount card inside of it and just clip it to my belt so I don't have to carry my wallet anymore. So, love that. I picked these up, which were really cute. This is from Blue Moon Designs, and it was $1.24. And you can see it says home is where my dog is, and then the other one says not all who wander are lost, but might be. And you know how I love that saying, not all who wander are lost. So I could pick those up. I picked up this for 90% off. It was St. Patty's Day sign. I paid 59 cents for it, but my plan is to block all this and put stitching. So it's just green. So I'll use it for a spring design and just put my stitching right on the front of it, cover it up. I couldn't find my staple remover, so I got a new one. I only paid 74 cents for that, and it's floral, it's pretty. Pick that up. I got these bags because I thought they were awesome for gifts and stuff. So if I'm giving any scissor fobs or anything else, I got this. There's 8 bags. 8 bags. They're like a gold lame type bag. I paid $1.74 for 8 bags. They'll make nice little gift bags. I got a new pair of scissors for $1.49 that looks springy. Love those. And then the last things I got in my bag are from Artiste. This one's a scissor fob. It's just a cute little flower. And then I got this for 74 cents, and it's a butterfly threader. So those are the things that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. It was lots of fun. Like I said, I got other things, frames and things from them to do framing with, which was awesome. The frame that I did my America the Beautiful, as I said before, that was a frame from Hobby Lobby that was on clearance. Sorry for the crinkling. So that was just awesome. And I had a lot of people ask me about my Lady of the Flag that I had rescued. I'm trying to move stuff here. And I had shot a video because I had pulled it out of the original frame. If you haven't seen that, I had rescued a Lady of the Flag. It was really dirty. I knew I had to unframe it and wash it, and which is what I did, but I was kind of surprised when I did unframe it to find out how little of fabric was actually beyond the stitching, and that it was stuck to the board with double-sided tape, and it was a wreck. It was a wreck. So I knew I had to take it apart and wash it, and I re-zigzagged the edges, and then I had to add fabric to the edges to make it big enough to get it reframed again, and there was no way it was going to happen. I wasn't going to get it reframed properly. So I did decide to do it as it might be a standing flat fold, or I might do it as a flat fold and just put it on an easel. But right now this is where she is, and I wanted to show you where she's at. So here she is. I've got her mounted on a board. She's all nice and clean now. And as you can see, I'm gonna flip her over. There's a lot of fabric. You can see there's no edge. The edge is right to the edge of this board as far as how much fabric was left. There's hardly anything. You can see it's right along the edge there, on the top. There was just not enough to get her reframed properly. So she's in a holding pattern right now on this board until I can get some, because I want to double or triple fabric mat her, and then she's going to either go on the wall just as a matted piece, or she's going to go in an easel. But there she is, and I love her. I love her. She's just gorgeous, and I'm glad I got her, and I wish I could have gotten her clean while she was still in her frame, but it just wasn't going to happen. And like I said, I did shoot a video. When I took her apart, I shot a video of what she looked like and how she was put in there and how dirty she was. But I don't think I'm going to do anything with that video. I think I'm going to just show you that this is where she's at right now, and when she's in her final resting place, where that will be when I'm able to get the materials that I need to finish her, then I will show that. But in the meantime, I'm just going to admire her like this. I've got her leaning up against my wall in my bedroom, and we'll see what happens with her, because it's my plan to finish my own Lady of the Flag and for her to be on my living room wall as part of my Patriotic wall. So that is that. I do have a couple of others. Let's see. I'm trying to think of, there was other things I wanted to share. Oh, I started making decals because I like to make decals for my car. I've always done that. And so I came up with this design and I put it on the back of my car, and I absolutely love it. And I thought, you know, maybe other stitches would love them as well. So I thought I would give everybody an opportunity. If they wanted to purchase one from me, I'd be glad to send it to you. But this is a couple of the designs that I've come up with. This is the one that I put on the back of my car. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It says Floss Boss, and it's a hoop, and it says Floss Boss inside. I hope you guys can see that. It looks like it's washed out on my side, but I'm hoping not. And they're about 4 inches square. So I have it on the back window of my car. And then I have this one, which says Floss Snob. There we go, you can probably see it like that. And this one, who likes it a little snarky, Stitch Bitch. So if anybody's interested in a decal for the back of your car window, or any other item that is a non-porous surface, it has to be a flat non-porous surface, your laptop, your computer, your car window, you can stick this on, it'll stay on there. I've had mine on for several weeks now. I don't have any issues with them. I've never had any of my decals peel off. Once you give them a couple days to adhere to whatever they're adhering to, they will last a long time. I will tell you that you can put it on a glass, like I've got these on my glass here. It's got my initials but you cannot put it in the sink and soak it. You just have to wash it and dry it off. If you put it on a metal glass, make sure that you're not soaking it in the sink, because it will come off. I mean, just like anything else. But this one's been on here for several years. I've got it on both sides. I have not had any issues with it coming off, and they work great. So if you're interested, I'm selling them in the US for $6 shipping including. And I will also include directions on how to apply it to your vehicle. I'll also include a little alcohol swab to wipe down whatever you're putting it on, to get all the fingerprints and anything else, the dirt and the dust off, with an alcohol wipe, and then you place the decal on. If you're interested, you contact me at the email below, which is crossmystitches@yahoo.com, and I'll be glad to take your PayPal payment and send one over to you. So I have those. Let's see, what else do I have? I do have something to share that is stitching, and I'm gonna put you on pause for a minute again, because I want to show you something. Okay, so I wanted to share how I started stitching, how I changed my stitching up a little, and maybe you guys would find that interesting as well. I talked about it a video or two ago about how much I hate, that's such a strong word, how much I dislike the fraying of thread as you're sewing. So if you're sewing with, whether it's over dyed or it's DMC or it's whatever it is, the fact that the edge, that the thread, the piece, I can't even get that out right. The ends of the floss always seem to fray as you get closer and closer to the end. If you're not trimming it off as you go, it frays off and gets in your stitching. And so I've changed up how I'm stitching, and I am loving it so much more this way. And I'm going to share it with you guys. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is, I'm trying to pick stuff off of my design here. The first thing I'm going to tell you is I pin stitch quite a bit. So I like to do 2/2. So I do 2/2 on 28, 32, and 36 count. Most of the time, even on 36 count, I do 2/2 because I like a full coverage. And so most people, when they do 2/2, or if you're doing 8/2, that you do the loop method at the beginning and then stitch and then run your stitches under when you're finished stitching. And so I started using a horizontal pin stitch, which I really, oh, I see the camera shaking. There's a breeze, I'm sorry. I haven't seen many people do pin stitching all the time, but most of the time it's a vertical pin stitch, and I haven't seen anybody that did a horizontal pin stitch until I saw Deb from Country Stitchers demonstrate her pin stitch, which is my pin stitch. So I was like, wow, somebody else does it the same way I do. So if you want to know how to do a horizontal pin stitch where you can start in a pin stitch, end in a pin stitch, and if you only have one stitch, so if you're doing little stars in the sky or little individual stitches, you can start and end on a pin stitch and make it secure. I'm going to link below the video of Deb demonstrating the horizontal pin stitch and how to do it, because I tried before to show how to do the pin stitch and I could not get the angle of my camera correctly where I can see and you could see too in order to do it. And I think I did a video on it where I did a drawing, but you can actually see Deb doing it. So if you haven't started doing, and you're doing over 2 or even over 1, if you're doing one thread and doing a pin stitch, I do the same pin stitch when I'm doing 1 thread as when I'm doing 2. But the reason I pin stitch on 2 instead of a loop method is because, and my neighbor just come out to see why I'm talking to myself, is because I've started looping the thread on my needle instead of looping on the other end. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So this is the stitching. You saw my little Home of the Brave. And this is my thread right now. And you can see my needle is not falling off of this thread. That is one of my biggest pet peeves, is if my thread gets smaller, I keep losing, my needle falls off my thread. I have to rethread. And so I started looping my thread on, and I don't know if you guys can see that or not, probably not. I started looping my thread on my needle. I hope that makes sense. So it is secured. And I do my stitching that way. So I never lose my needle, number 1. Number 2, here comes a breeze again, I'm sorry. Number 2, and you probably just saw my neighbor walking down the back. And number 2 is the thread never frays. It never looks frayed. It never frays out on my stitching or anything. So it comes out really, really beautiful. You have to try it. Just try it. You will be amazed that you don't have any of your threads fraying into your fabric. You don't lose your needle. And it works just great. And I use that pin stitch to stop and start. And I also would tell you that you don't want to do this if you do a lot of color changes, because you have to be able to get the thread off the needle, which is not easy. I have learned to use another needle to pull the loop away to do it if I need to. But if I'm doing multiple color changes, I try to use multiple needles. So I'll thread a color on each needle and then I'll go back and forth with what I have to do. But it works out so fabulous and I love the way it stitches up. So give it a try. Loop it on your needle instead of at the other end. Pull the loop all the way through and you will see how much easier it is, and your threads do not fray. And that was a big deal for me, to not have my fabrics fray anymore. I sound terrible, don't I? My thought process doesn't work right anymore. So that's what I would tell you. I love that. If somebody needs a demonstration and they tell me they need to see me demonstrate it, I will try my best to shoot a video on that. I can't make any promises because I really have a hard time getting a good camera angle so you guys can see. So let's see. Did I forget to talk about anything except the giveaway, which I will do at the end? And fact, I will post the video. I will take a shot of the video of the giveaway and I'll post it here. So, and then let's talk about a little bit of life updates. So I left that to the end just to talk about what's going on with me and Randy and the whole shebang. So we've been working still through all of this. We're still kind of crazy. You can see my neighbor right there. You see him? Yeah. He's wondering, who the heck is she talking to? Why is she out here talking to herself? Because he looked out his door and he just stood there and watched me for a second. And that's why the dog was barking too, because he's like, that neighbor's out there again. Anyway, it's been a struggle. I've been on the struggle bus for a while, mentally and physically, and I have been trying to, in fact, I need to get off of here and go see if I can make an appointment with a doctor. It's been hard trying to get hold of any doctors or anything in order to make appointments. I do have some medical issues that are really starting to interfere with my ability to function as well as I would like. I don't really want to say anything else about it except for I know I have certain conditions that I maybe will discuss later after I've seen a doctor, but I want to get their opinions before I start shouting out or saying, not shouting out, before I start saying what I believe I have. I need some confirmation from medical people. And so it's been a struggle. Work has been a real struggle, trying to get myself so that I'm stitching every day or working on something every day has been a struggle. But it is my saving grace as far as giving myself a mental break from everything that's going on in the U.S. right now. My heart breaks for all this that is, and I don't want to cry right now, but and I don't want to get political either. I really don't. It's just a tragedy of what's going on in this country, and that as human beings we cannot get along and we cannot come to an understanding together and just love one another. So I'm not going to go any further with it than that. So I'm working on all that. I'm not filming, as you can see. I haven't been filming. I may not be filming that much. I may start just filming once a month for the time being and see where that goes, if I continue to do it or I don't. I can't answer that question right now. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on me. I'm working on getting all that stuff done. As far as other things that are going on, we've had, it's been crazy here at the house. This is our first spring and summer in this house. You know, we came off the road in October of last year from the motorhome, and so when we got here it was winter time and everything was just fine, and then as spring started we started to see spiders. So they're little wolf, I think he calls them wolf spiders, and they started popping up here and there, and we're like, oh my god, spiders. There was spider, must have laid eggs during last fall, and they're starting to hatch and stuff, and we're starting to see them, and it started getting worse and worse, and we were setting we were spraying, we were setting traps, you know, we were constantly killing them. Not a big deal. Wolf spiders are not poisonous or anything, so you know, we were doing it. And then it was, as the summer started going on and on, it started getting hotter and hotter. We started seeing more and more of them. We're like, oh my god, there's like an infestation of wolf spiders. And then my husband, one of the traps that he set, now we're putting out get away, we're putting out sticky traps for spiders. You can get them on Amazon, and we could catch 4, 5, 6 in a day. Okay, and that's scary because I don't want any spiders crawling on me. But and then he caught a brown recluse. Now, you don't know what a brown recluse is. It is a poisonous spider. Okay, if they bite you, you're going to have an issue. And so he caught one, and then he caught another one, and then he caught another one, and then we started to panic because if brown recluse, they're running around in the house. We have 3 pets, and if they get bit, it could probably kill them. So we called the owner of the house, let them know what was going on. They sent an exterminator over. If you've ever dealt with spiders before, you know that even though they spray, the spray will not kill the spiders unless it's sprayed on them directly. They don't clean themselves like other bugs and stuff do. They don't put their legs in their mouth or anything. So even if they walk across it, chances are it's not going to affect them any. But the idea is to kill off their food sources so they just starve and die. So they came and sprayed the house, and we're still seeing on a daily basis, we're catching spiders and stuff. So I'm hoping that's going to end it and none of them will be able to nest for the next season, so that it doesn't happen together. Whether it's us that is here or if it's new people that are here, we certainly don't want them to go through this spider infestation, which is not fun at all, okay? Because like, I don't like bugs. If you don't know me, I am terrified of bugs. I hate bugs. I don't like roaches. I don't like anything creepy crawly. I don't want it on me. So we've been dealing with the spider thing. We did put the motorhome on the market to sell, and we have several people interested in it. In fact, I think we have 2 or 3 people coming on Thursday to take a look at it. We've gotten offers. Sorry, something is, bugs touching me, I'm gonna freak out. We have received some cash offers, but we don't take those seriously until people show up with it in their hand. So it looks like we're going to sell the motorhome in the next few weeks, which is awesome. We're going to use that money for a down payment on a home. We have been hunting for a couple weeks now and haven't really found anything yet. I don't think a lot of people are putting their home. There are homes on the market, but there's not as much as you normally would see, because I don't think people are still afraid about COVID and they don't want people in their homes. And so we are actively looking to purchase a home in the area. We have talked about, if we don't stay here, maybe going down to, maybe moving down to Tennessee. I think he wants to stay here by his mom, and I understand that. I do. I told him if that's what he wants to do, that's what we're going to do. We can continue to rent until she passes and then move on, but we'll see. In the meantime, we are actively looking at houses, so haven't found anything as of yet. So I think that is it as far as updates and stuff. If you haven't voted yet and there's voting in your area, please go vote. That's how change is made. It's not change. Changes are not made through violence. I believe in peaceful protesting. I do not believe in violent protesting. I don't believe in what I'm seeing happening in the country right now, and I'm heartbroken over it. I'm looking on my notes just to see if there's anything else that I missed. I hope I didn't, because it was a lot. I covered a lot, so I apologize if you've sitting through this whole thing. I am going to tack on the end the drawing for the Blackbird Designs pattern that I'm giving away. And mind you, I want to make sure I mention this, and I should have mentioned it earlier. That pattern is brought to you by crossstitchingsupplies.com. Lindsay, she's the one who gave me the pattern to give away. I will be posting her information below in the box, because I want you guys to shop in her store and let you know that she did give me that pattern. I do have, I believe, 2 more patterns to give away. I'm not going to do one today, but the next video I'll shoot, I'll give another one away. And she's awesome to deal with. If you're looking for some place to shop, she's great. If you use my link below, you will get a $5 coupon off your first order. If you join her newsletter, I think she's got a 20% off an order. She does free shipping over $15. You can't beat these things. She doesn't have a ton of stuff in her shop. She's still building it, but I know she added gentle art threads. She's got classic colorworks, I believe, threads. She added different threads or fabrics and stuff to her shop. She added some hats, hands across the sea patterns. So check her out if you get an opportunity to. If you use my link and register, then like I said, you'll get $5. I get $5 as well, but I have so many of them, I'll never use them all. But I do it so you guys get the $5, and so you can use it towards her shop. And you can't beat 15. Anything over 15 is free shipping. You buy a pattern and some threads and get free shipping, which is awesome. So I think that's it for now. Thank you so much for spending all this time with me, and I greatly appreciate it. It's awesome when the community is so loving and caring and sharing, and I greatly appreciate everybody who who is a subscriber or comes to watch my videos and seeing what I'm working on. You're my only stitchy friends that I have, so it's great to be able to share it all with you. For those ladies that reached out for me to see how I was doing, Crystal in PA in Pennsylvania, thank you so much for reaching out to see how I was doing. For Tara, for reaching out to me. I had somebody else that reached out to me and checked on me. Oh my gosh, my mind is just going blank. I'm trying to see if I can pull it up. You know how that is when you try to pull stuff up. Nothing ever works right. I can't find it now. Sheila reached out to me. So just for everybody who has reached out. And thank you, I greatly appreciate it. I'm fine, I'm working on things. I'm trying to make it better. But I keep a smile on my face and appreciate the fact that I am alive and that I have a job and I can make money and take care of myself and my family, which is awesome. So I try to make sure that I have good thoughts in my mind all the time. And I think I'm gonna go in the house now because it's getting windier out here. It's probably gonna rain and I'm sweating like a pig right now. So I'm going back in the house in the air conditioning to do some stitching and some finishing. So until next time, I will see you later. Stay tuned now. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for that video on the drawing, okay? But I'll see you guys later. Bye. Okay, we're back to do the drawing, and this is for the Blackbird Designs Midnight Ride. And this is brought to you by Lindsay at crossstitchingsupplies.com. Please make sure that you go below and check out the link to her site. I'll mention it once again. If you use the link that I provided and register on the site, you get a $5 off your first order. You will also get a 20% off if you sign up for her newsletter, and free shipping is for any orders over $15. So let's do the drawing for this pattern and see who won. So I've pulled up on my phone the raffle comment picker right here, and I've got, if I scroll down, you'll see I have 23 commenters on that particular post, and we're going to hit start, and the winner is Karen Patriotic. I like to stitch with classic colors works as it is the I like to stitch classic color works as I like the way it looks, but I will stitch with anything. Love your backyard. It's so big. Reminds me of upstate New York where I grew up. Good luck with all your starts. So that's Karen. Karen Patriotic. You are the winner of the Blackbird Designs pattern. Please contact me. My email is below. It is crossmystitches@yahoo.com. Send me your mailing address and I'll be glad to send this chart out to you. And I want to say thank you again for watching and subscribing, and we'll see you next time.